What's up, Stone Cold? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. Phenom Gaming. Noah. Welcome in, fellas. So, Brutus has some beefy things going on here. And by the way, assuming you have Turtle Ray, wowzers. So, no strap, check this out. What's up, Big Show? Aguilera, Efrayas, Slim, how you guys doing? So I don't like power gem guys usually, but this there is a cascade risk, of course, because you make a 5 match, right? And that loads the actually 6 would be best accurate. You make a 6 match, that loads this, and if you don't cascade, you actually can swipe and then hit and choose the sub and 0 people, right? So it's kind of wild, to be honest. I think the sub, I forget which color choose it is. Now, is it black or purple? Frick. I guess I can just play for both, since I can't remember. It'll be one or the other. We got enough. Yeah, there's plenty of subs that refill themselves. And you don't really get back to the purple otherwise, so it's a bit, I guess that's why it's so good. Because, yeah. You can win turn 1 if you don't cascade against pretty much anybody if you have Turtle Ray. So, as we can see here, I, had some issues. What's up, Rules? How you doing? But I'm just starting to play him. Literally, I played like 3 matches with him, so... Boss Man, I'm done with. I really like him. Like, a lot. A lot. The A tiers continue to be pretty nifty. We need some form of cascade to get out of this, which I don't see. Or I could just quit. I mean, that's an option too. No, I specifically want the sub because I need 2 chooses. 2 chooses you can win with the power gems on turn 1. So that's, I'm specifically trying to find, and the sub is a choose. So I'm, which I will show you, assuming I cannot cascade. Yeah, right. Yeah, I realize this move does the thing, you know, and recycles. But if you take the riskier route, which we would use a black to purple MP plate, swipe plate, that fixes everything. With this, I'll show you. I'm just currently messing around with the power gems. They're really strong. They're strong. How you doing, Zandel? So you load, it takes a load with a 6 match, right? Which my cat is in the way, and then might as well set up a black swipe because we can play for when we do equip the plate. And I cascaded again. F this game. That's why I don't play cascade stuff in general. So, whatever. I'm gonna take the swipe. You can see how big the pin was, though. It's still like a 40 million. It's like a 40 million freaking power gem damage from the A tier. So if you tick it twice, you're pretty much draining everybody. And even ticking it once is pretty good. But you do need Turtle Ray for that. Yeah, I hate cascades. Do not chew on my microphone cord, Mo. That's a bad. Six. Every freaking time. That's par for the course, though. Not that it matters, because, like, 40... all that power gem damage is crazy. From the freebie? That's assuming you have Ray, though, right? Ray, if you're free to play, you don't have Turtle Ray. He's awesome with Turtle Ray. No. It won't tick 3 times. It only ticks when you break the gems, so... it'll tick once, and then you'll sub. The power gems only tick when you break gems. It 100% will not tick 3 times, unless you somehow can break gems on 3 separate turns. So, yeah, not gonna happen. You need 2 chooses. Yep. Need 2 chooses. I just have the world's worst luck, so it's fine. Nope, nope, nope. We'll swipe there. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just do this. Like, there we go. Nice, Noah. So, you put the power gems out. You swipe. And then you hit this. And you do 80 million damage turn 1. Quite fairly efficiently and quickly. Unblockable. That's like 80 million if you have Turtle Ray out of the freebie. Without plates, doesn't need a strap. And to fix the recycling issue, you just put a black to purple plate, which most people have those. That's actually really good. Now, the other move you're talking about is the area one, and this is really cool. Because he's got 28 power gems right here. No reversal with this one. And then... where's that? 7x4 area to make into power gems, and then the other move... the finisher swaps a purple. So this is what you're talking about that recycles. But then you need... this goes to... previous. This... no, I didn't say red to blue plate. How are you, Sand? Or if I did, I was wrong. You want purple to... whatever. Black to purple. Words are hard. But you can do the same sort of thing with this move. 3, 4, 5, 6. Same exact thing, just a few less power gems. That would... 8, your turn is 9, and then the swipe is 1. When we do the swipe. 7x4. Oh, let's just go down here, like this. So swipe. You can see we do like 30, and then... yeah, I know, Gumsy. And then we hit the finisher, and we do another 30. Like, this does not... I mean, you do have to choose, but it does not feel like a freebie, assuming you have Turtle Ray. Like, if you're a power gem enjoyer, this is going to be the card for you. I'm still waiting for the plate when you make power gems drain MP. then this would be absolute home run. Like, yikes. And he's got a chaotic stuff going on, where he buffs gem damage, right? He does purple gems too, so the Dom plate, the Dominic Mysterio plate, can go on there for this build set to buff your gem damage as well. Yeah, he's good. Like, I'm not a power gem guy, so I probably won't use him really, but people that like power gems are absolutely gonna love him. For this build, this one. Let me look at the card. So that one, this one, and like 4-star, 3-star, 4-star, 4-star probably for the choose black gems. But you have 99 MP, so with 99 MP, you don't even choose gems. With when there's 99 MP, you're just gonna throw your power gems out. Haven't gotten that far, Aguilera. Sorry. Like with 99 MP, you just do this nonsense, and then you can use all power gem trainers. So he's wow. I'm just gonna say wow, because for this is a freebie and a half. I mean, whatever. We could have hit the finisher too. It didn't really matter, but I was trying to do a 5-match and then swipe, right? Ticket and then swipe for the win. It's all the same. But that's like during 99 MP, you're just gonna annihilate. Just use power gems in the choose. Finisher won't even matter. You're just gonna, cause yeah, he's a really good one. The A tier is really good too. I really enjoy Bam Bam, Big Boss Man. But this is like, who in here is a power gem guy? Because I usually am not, and I like it. So I have to imagine like power gem people are gonna be over the moon if I like it, because I don't like power gem people. But that's like 28 at 1.2 million with this one. You got the other one. Make Hall of Fame Hogan great again. Correct. Exactly, Scott. It's unblockable, so the armor won't hurt his damage, right? So, because he's doing the unblockable power damage. Yeah. Hey, we went blues. How you doing? What's the damage if you use 2 black moves? What you mean, Stone Cold? Like both of the power gems for 99 MP? Are you talking, or it's like another Dom? Yeah, he's very similar to Dom's power gem set, actually. Like, but during 99 MP, you could just triple black it as well and get power gems everywhere, but you're going to cover them up. So I would probably use the choose instead, like during 99 MP, like this way. Also with the middle lane, you could use Mellow, this and Santa, and be charged with the middle lane. We were just asking for Boss Man too. Yeah, for sure we went blues, right? So during 90, even after 99 MP, you could still run this with a middle lane. Right? So if you had Mellow, 4, your turn is 5, Santa's 6, and the middle lane bonus would be 7. So this would just be Santa, and you don't need the matchy match anymore. So middle lane, he's going to be super dangerous because you could do the power gems a bunch, right? But so this is like middle lane all the time, right here. He's got a multiply reversal when opponents make multiply gems. So I did that wrong, by the way. I should have hit this one first. Should have hit this one first. So I did that totally wrong. You can't use Kofi unless you have middle lane or 99 MP. Kofi's not usable. It's 4-star then, Stone Cold. Yeah, that's like 45 million. That's like 90 million. So middle lane, you're doing at least 90 million. Yeah, I know what Kofi does, but you can't get it charged. With Kofi. Well, you can if you only do one move. Like if you're... Yeah, you could with the middle lane. If you have Mellow. Mellow, Kofi, Santa. That would work for middle lane. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I can do that. But that's kind of ridiculous for unblockable, like actually legitimately ridiculous. Let me change the move order 1 second. And we're not even using a strap right now. Let me put this... I do this way harder than it needed to be. This one first. Then the random. What's up, Smoke One? Then the choose. He is kind of a big deal. Like, I think if you like power gems, this is gonna be maybe one of your favorites, if not your favorite. Yikes, he's good. Did I go past Mellow? I went past. No, Roxanne. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so Mellow, and then we could use Kofi because 4, 5 for your turn, 6 for Santa, 7 for middle lane. Yes. What's up, B10? So absolutely. And then this becomes Santa. Woof. Big woof, middle lane. Big woof, middle lane. This is gonna be crazy. I don't think so. Don't think so. This is not, like... I'm pretty sure... I mean, this is, like, pretty obvious. We literally just started playing him. It's not like this is hidden. You know? I bet you don't even need... What's that? Was that like 60 in Power Gem? There's like another 50. 50 in Power Gem, there's another 50, and if you don't cascade, there's another 50. Ah! Yeah, he's good. Yeah. I don't like Power Gems, but I like this. Imagine, like... Also, guys, so hear me out. Why not just, like... You could just use them in boss and then just sit there and swipe. I mean, like, 50 million a swipe isn't shabby, right? So for a lot of people, that's some damage. No, Clay, I haven't. That sounds really stupid. It sounds like a good way for people to die and a gorilla to get hurt. Possibly hurt. That sounds really dumb. Unless it doesn't sound like what it sounds like. Unless it's not what it sounds like. This is... I kind of like it. I think. It's not my flavor, but I do like it. That's weird. Spider guard, yeah. That's weird. Very weird. What's up, Chrisaroo? How you doing? Telvin? Destroyer? Also, hi, Spider Guard? Oh, I'll allow that. Auto mod caught you. Oh my gosh, Clay. I'm not gonna let that one through. My channel, I'd let it. Yeah, dude. This is with the middle lane, though. That power gem damage is with the middle lane. Not that you need it. But... you know why. Yeah, you know why. I just read it back, yeah. It definitely sounded like that. Definitely sounded like that. So maybe you don't have Turtle Ray, but you have a middle lane in Santa. That is funny, right? You see what I'm saying? It is funny. So even if you don't have Turtle Ray, but you have Santa, Mellow, in a middle lane, probably still really good. Well, I'm just messing around. We'll do other stuff eventually here. I don't, this is gonna take a while, I think, before I... He's still 40 million? Like, I mean, even without Ray, it's still 80 million to 120 million, depending on if you cascade or not. Anywhere from 40 to 120 mil. Even without Ray. But it does take Mellow to do that, and a middle lane. So, I mean, if you're a power gem guy, boom. Tours, holy crap. Like, he'll annihilate tours for free-to-play people. I know, Gumsy, I know. We'll have fun anyway, though, I promise. So, okay, Disciple is really good. He's got a decent bleed subset, but after playing the power gems, I'm just not interested. I haven't looked at it, Clay. So, like, my day, previews take hours for me. I spent, like, at least an hour to 2 hours on Phenom, and that's posted already. What's up, Bill's Mafia? How are you? And then I finished Boss Man already. And that took a bunch of time as well. And then I have Beefcake. Even after this, I won't do the preview like right after playing him on here because I play differently off stream than on stream. So there's stuff I'll want to try before I make my preview video. And then there's still Austin after that, who I haven't even touched yet. I haven't even looked at the Prize Wall Destroyer. Literally haven't looked at it. Does anyone know what's in the paid one? We can look at the prize wall. So this is pretty nice if you got Penta. So prize wall for me, I would say this is really good for mid-range players. Right? If you're a mid-range player and you didn't get Dudley or Brett, I think this is a great prize wall for the shards on the not paid for one. If you're me, the shards suck on this one, right? I do like, I like that the props are here. Health packs. Evo tokens back, some key packs, whatever. Okay, is there showdown currency? Paid wall has 100 punk shards, 200 Naya, but otherwise, I don't need either of those two. I would be more interested. Attitude Era Ultimates and randoms. That's it? Okay, it's super underwhelming. Yep. This is very underwhelming. It's just attitude and random? So, unless you need these, this sucks. Right? So, for somebody in my situation, like, I don't want anything on here. I'm probably getting Econ this month, actually. Out of this. But yeah, I don't care. I certainly won't spend to get any of this stuff for me. You got 4 of the 6 of them, Clay? Yeah, I certainly wouldn't spend to try and get extra currency. This is a pretty big yawn. Like, who even cares? I guess I'm just going for stuff like this. It's a resource one. This is great for you? All right, right on. Yeah, I'm going for resources on this one. Wait. Do they work on everyone? Oh, never mind. Okay. Okay, I changed my mind. If this works on any class, That is a huge advantage because you could swap across class for like attitude. So let's say you use like attitude Trish and Powerhouse Austin, not that they use the same thing, but if they did. So actually, okay, that's different. That's different. Those are nice. Since it's any attitude, you could swap between attitudes with the same plate setups. So yeah, rainbow for your whole attitude team. I do want those. So those are cool. Yeah, yeah. Macho, who else uses attitude? Oh yeah, Macho, Nash, all those guys. So yeah, you're gonna want one if you like using a yeet drip on your attitude guys. Ray, Kevin, yada yada yada. Okay, I take that back. These are great. These are great. So this is sweet. The rest sucks. So 4,500 currency and then we're good. No, this is the prize wall all month. Yeah. Who said that? Scott did that. Nice, Scott. That was a good shout, Scott. 100%. Do we have bigger Evo tokens in here? Or shards for Brutai? Maybe those will get added next week. I don't think they'll stay. We've had stuff like that similar with straps in the past. You hit 10k in a 7 pull? Oh, well, grats on that. Does anyone have screenshot of what's in the half off somewhere? So I can show you guys that. I did, thanks, Chris. I did look at the armory stuff. This looks similar, so this looks good. I looked at that, glanced at that earlier. Same pricing. They added Pentagear, Alliance gear. They kept Mommy, Punk, Big Kev gear, Alexa gear. They kept all of the, Yeet, Jacob. This looks, the gear loot looks fine. And they added the Austin gear. So that's cool. I'm fine with the armory loot looks good. Evo pack. Oh, nice, Uni. Thanks, guys. I will post it. The metal one looks the same. They added some new metals as well. So updated it, refreshed it. So the armory currency itself looks good, right? That looks good again. And the moment's exactly the same, except they added the new moment as well. And the pricing's the same. So they didn't mess with the armory coins there. So I'm a fan of that. What's in the armory prize wall? Nurse Steve Alliance gear. Okay. 500 Cena shards, very expensive. Judgment Day plate. Razor gear, Dirty Deeds, 6-star silver posters. They're expensive though. Random gem strap, class and era. Oh my gosh. These? Baller. Modern that you can switch between people? These are rainbow class. Modern ones. Heck yeah. Okay. I am going to save for one of those for sure. On modern, there's too many people I can swap across class. So, heck yeah. Like I could go, you could put a Yeet plate, a JD drip on Lyra, and then swap it to any other modern one you want to. Yeah. That's big. That's big. The attitude one is also here. Okay. New gen is also rainbow. So all of these are dope AF. Legends one, is that rainbow too? Yes. Holy crap! I can finally get a Charlotte strap. Rainbow Charlotte. Oh, Bliss and Julius. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I am all over these. Like legitimately. These I'm not gonna gamble on the other stuff. I am saving for these straps. 100%. I love this. The armory this month is even better. I love this. Judgment Day plate if people want to go for that. Like, yeah. I'm all in on that. Dude, no. I got rolled 2 move damage on the last prize wall. So I like that a lot. I'm good with that. Really good with that. But yeah, the other one is kind of dookie, for sure. Kind of dookie. It is. Oh yeah, check my DM. They probably will, Chris. All you guys DM me. So, oh, I also have a DM that I should have probably seen earlier. Big Show, well, and Chrisaroo all hooked me up. Oh, that's right, Clay. It always messes me up that your Discord and everything is different all the time, as well. Like every time. Oh, you gave me the middle finger, jerk. You didn't message me the prize wall. F you. Oh my gosh. It's kind of horrible. Unless you need the shards, I guess then it's good. Ew. If you need the shards, I guess it's good. Yes. Uh, and half off resources. No, we will, Dobson. You definitely will. And it comes in useful when you get upgraded straps and stuff. Maybe not need it, but nice to have, right? Nice to have. Um, I'll tell you what though, honestly, guys, if you're short like any of these shards, the price you're paying for them is typically what you'd pay in the mega offers. So like if I was short a couple of these and it like recruited them, I could see doing the half off price wall. Like I could see why people would do that. But yeah, and then getting a bunch of those straps. So I could see it. It's not my favorite. I think it could because I have all of them, but I could see some uses for it, I guess. So because of the rainbow straps, I don't hate it as much as I did at the start. It is a good time to grab Econ too. The starter comes with other nice stuff, but it is certainly not what last month's was, right? Yeah, Devon, another moment. Yeah, Devon's just getting crazier and crazier. Um, he's probably the hardest hitting acro in the game for sure against a showboat. Yeah, last month we were super spoiled for sure. Like that was the best prize wall ever. If you did that, it cost money to access it, but the quantity of stuff and the quality of stuff you could pull from it was pretty great. So these rainbow ones are awesome though. So I'm definitely gonna do that. For all of the eras. I'll probably roll for till I get a one or two 150s on this one, and then go econ. Move damage, I don't think I really care about, but I might roll to try to get one just to be safe, like at least one 100%er. So I know I have a good one in every class, so I'll probably do one of those and a few of those, since I don't need this other stuff, and then just go straight up like econ. But yeah. Um, hmm. I'm stoked about the armory, though. I'm like really stoked about the armory. Like stupidly. Is it weird that am I overreacting to being that excited? I know they're a little bit spendy, but This is a guaranteed 150. I don't like the class and era, so I'll stay away from that. But do you think I'm overreacted to rainbow ones for these? I feel like I want at least one of all of them. For every era. But I will start with modern and reality, so I finally get a Charlotte strap and go from there. Yeah, quality of life is huge for me, right? Especially when it's guaranteed. I know I'll finally have a strap for Charlotte and Regal and every other reality era I ever get, right? I wish there was a PG. Oh, Punk! Hey! Okay, I have a 60% stuck on Punk, so I can get one for Punk, I can get one for Charlotte, and I can get one for Modern. Okay, yeah. This is stupid. I'm probably more excited about this than any of the superstars they're gonna release all month, because it's guaranteed and I know I can use them, and they're like gonna be good for me for a very long time. So yeah. You could also, with the modern one, you could share like Punk's gauntlets with like Naya and Liv, right? So that's really cool. There's just so many possibilities with what you can do with these. Premium Eagles is just some shards. I showed it earlier. I think I deleted them because I'm stupid. Let me just get those again real quick. Just put that there. There's one. And then, of course, everything's half off. But yeah, I'm hyped about the armory. And there's the other one. And then I guess there's Uni. Does somebody have a screenshot? Chris, did you send me the one with the... No. Does somebody have a screenshot of the Evo pack that's on that one that's not on the other one? Oh, gotcha, B10. Gotcha. I didn't have him. I didn't take the strap. I took something else. Then I got him, and I took his gear off of the midweek prize wall that was so awesome last month. And then I ended up finally getting him. Not finally, I didn't have to wait that long. A month is not that long to wait. I should not say finally. It felt like a while because I was 5 shards away for a while. But it wasn't. I got him the following month after he came out, so... Yeah, that's good. If somebody has a picture of the Evo pack, if you could send me that on Discord too, that'd be great. Please and thank you. Oh, you're awesome, Chris. And Destroyer. Everybody. Oh, weekly Evo pack, one-time offer. That's back, so that's good. That'll help people get their Brutai up. The Disciple up. Thanks, guys. So that's nice as well. No, Clay. Not from you. Okay. Right. Do you guys even care, like, compared to... Yeah, I was just gonna say. They did. So this isn't but that's, you have to pay for that though, Dobson. For those Evo tokens you have to pay for. Unless it goes to the full price one next week, we don't know it could. They've done that in the past. So that could. If you don't have to pay for it in the following week it goes to it, then that's good, right? Then it's a much better prize wall just for that reason alone, because that helps a lot of people with the MLC. Oh my gosh, Slim, yes it is. So Chris, he's got some nonsense for middle lane, right? Like, this is the nonsense for middle lane. Basically, with all of this stuff, middle lane, you can hit for 58 million a tick with power gems. You just make put these out, make a 5 match, and then swipe and you're done, right? So 2 ticks to 3 ticks. So it's anywhere from 58 million to 170 million, depending on how many swipes it takes, which for power gems on it is ridiculous. But it does require Mellow, Kofi, Santa, and Ray, and a middle lane. But that's like redunculous power gems for sure. He has some super ridiculousness where you can still do heckin' lot of power gems with the choose move into the... It requires 2-3 matches, right? Or a 5, you do a 5 match again where you can swipe and then hit the finisher. You do like 100 million with this setup. Yeah, multiply reversal as well, which is awesome. His kit is going to be incredibly useful. There's tons of guys with multiply gems. You can take this set. You can literally take this set against any multiply user and never lose. So it's the equivalent of Tiffany, but faster. It's like a faster, better Tiffany for dudes. So as the freebie, like my free-to-play account, this is incredible. Even if I'm missing Kofi and Turtle Ray, this is still incredible because I'm never going to lose if I play against a multiply user. So I think as the freebie, that part alone makes him useful to a huge portion of the game that doesn't play on a high end. And I love that from the A tier. Plus, as you get nicer stuff, you can win really quickly with him, right? He's got a really annoying bleed. It does 3 million with bleed trainers. It doesn't look that great here because it's not. During 99 MP when you can use Apollo, it's ridiculous. If this was 6 MP, you would really have something here. It's a green sub that chooses green, so recycling sub for 7 MP, so you can get it loaded with 2 MP trainers, the sub and the green. So you can just recycle that over and over, and then you can actually win turn 1 quite easily without, if you don't cascade, without Mellow. You can use Woods. Like you can do like totally free to play trainers, right? You can go this way, mostly free to play. Bam Bam's A tier, so he won't be free, but close. And then, can you still get him in Showdown? I know by this point a ton of people have him. And Bella, you can actually do super well this way. So if not free to play, fairly close. Where you choose, it loads this, and then you do that. And for that one, you're gonna want, let's throw an armor strap on him. Just because the black to purple plate is the plate you'd use with that to recycle. We don't need to, but whatever, we can do that. I just won't change it around. I won't put the plate on, but you get what I'm going for. So this, we'll see what it does with like very friendly trainers. Yeah, Clay. Yeah. So just make a, let's see, 5 match. Yeah, 5 match is good. And then you could set up a black swipe to refill. I cascade. That was my fault. Like I wasn't paying attention. Right? 100% wasn't paying attention. And then you can tick your power gems. And they do 23 million even with like free stuff, or relatively free. Gear, no gear. His plate or no plate, B10. I like him with his plate, with the MP up move, and then the color turns in the finisher. It gets way better at gold. Way better at gold than it was at silver. I had him at silver. And then you would use Kofi, your best color turn trainer, and then Yeet, Uso if you have Yeet, and somebody else. Your best color turn would be Shamrock. So Kofi, Shamrock, Yeet, and your best color turn trainer after Yeet. with his plate. Without his plate, probably multiply triple green. But I prefer his plate because there's a bunch of unblockable. It's unblockable smiles, I think so, but it's up to you. I wouldn't use Purple Royal Rumble with power gems ever. It kind of defeats the purpose. So I wouldn't use it. But you just use Ray with this one. And it gets really strong with Turtle Ray. If you have a middle lane, that's different than Mikey. Oh, nice. I would love to get his plate for free. Yeah, I think the prize wall, if you're missing those shards and they recruit like someone for you, is pretty dope prize wall. I think like if you're a mid-range player, like I think it's a pretty awesome prize wall you should like. I think if you're a top-end player, maybe not as much. We just have the straps to look forward to, which is quite nice. To be fair, the straps are quite nice. But, yeah. I think all in all, it's decent, for sure. What's up, Sheik? But, like, for me, it's somewhat it's disappointing after last month, the half off. So, yeah. Otherwise, you can just do it like this. And if you had the plate on, you would have recycled the break black, get purple plate. Right? I'm trying to do some damage because we don't have enough to finish him without Ray. So I was trying to recycle but didn't. Yeah, I feel like the paid prize wall is the weak part. I feel like the normal prize wall isn't that terrible considering, right? But it's the paid one that feels worse. Like, because if you're the kind of person that's usually buying the $100 strap, what? Yes, I'm aware of the Dom plate, but with no strap on or very little, like, it's not, the Dom plate isn't going to add much of anything to this. It's going to add like not even 1,000,000 damage, right? For this is just, never mind, it doesn't matter. Not important. It doesn't matter. It's good with, it's not nearly as good with it without Ray for sure. This one. It's definitely tougher, so I wouldn't run this sub thing unless you had the plate without Ray. I just don't like it as much because you run into this. So I think you need the plate, the black to purple. So the Dom plate isn't going to do anything without a big gem buff. It's just a little bit of extra. 100% gem damage isn't that much. You can, if you have a Leo's Katana. Sure, if you want to do that. For a different color? Yeah, probably. Clay, probably. They have made the... Yeah. So, if you have this one, where you're against a chaotic, and you get your purple gem damage boosted, then the Dom plate certainly helps a lot. Not every other match, Iron Cheek, but red ringing way more than normal and running slower. So for this, when it's chaotic, then the Dom plate certainly brings more to the table. Yes. With the choke slam. So this is how I think I would say people should run it, maybe in general, without crazy stuff. Probably this way. If you put the Whaley trainers on him that aren't necessarily super... Is Turtle Ray Whaley in you guys' estimation? I don't know if he's considered Whaley or not by you guys. I know he's not free to play, but is he Whaley? I don't, but yeah, okay. Thanks, Sheik. So this, I kind of like, except I did it wrong again, because I'm stupid. But, and you tick it again on his finisher, so let me not be an idiot. This is what happens when I talk. It's frustrating for me that I'm this bad of a player. And the finisher recycles. And I think that's probably going to be the way for most people when you have a whole board of power gems and you don't mess it up like a nincompoop like me. It's whaley if you don't have it. Is that the prevailing... like Leo I consider whaley. Howdy I consider whaley. Ray is more big dolphin, medium dolphin, I suppose. I don't know. I mean, run this not horrible, if it's even possible for me. And again, we're using weak trainers right now on purpose. Or I am on purpose. Maybe you guys don't prefer that, but I was running bigger ones earlier. And he's ridiculous with bigger ones. I do like Boss Man. We'll play him in just a second. I already recorded that video. I like him a lot. So this is pretty decent, I suppose, in recycles. Even without... That was a big cascade. It's okay. It's like, what, mid 40 million without anything super crazy? That's pretty good. You add Ray and it goes way, way up. Let me turn these off now. So, I can show you Boss Man. That's like, we've already been messing around with him, between him and the prize wall for like an hour. So, Boss Man. Who here loves stun locks? Who's a stun lock enjoyer? Anyone? Do you have Turtle Ray, Gumsy? After 99, if you use a metal lane, Mellow, Kofi, Santa, and Turtle Ray, right? If you don't use a middle lane, then you would be Woods and Boss Man and Ray and Nikki. Because a lot of people freak out about stun builds. I don't. I don't like them, but he has a stun build, stun lock. He's got some fun botch stuff. I can show you what I prefer then. It's the botch moveset. Mellow Ray, Hogan, Kofi in a middle lane, Gumsy will be stupidly good. That's the stupid good one. If you don't have a middle lane, then you need to change it up. And it's still good, but not as good. You can botch slap too. That's what the other plate was for. But let me show you the armor. I don't like a lot of armor builds. I do like this one. Did I not? Where's that other one? I have it saved. I had it saved. Why did it disappear? This works. Increase your red MP by 10, 7 MP black. Reversal if the opponent generated a multiply gem. Steal their turn after dealing 4 million damage. So another multiply counter. You can use, and that's one of the builds uses NWO matchy match. That's the one without Hogan, without middle lane. You use matchy match Hogan without the middle lane. And if you're using the finisher. Rib breakers, choose 5 columns to make into botches. Also 7 black MP. Finisher is 350k damage for every botch gem. Then 1.2 million damage, make 36 botch gems into black gems. So it recycles itself. Actually destroys botch gems, which is kind of counterintuitive. But you get up with this, you're over 1 million per botch gem. You have 36 on there, so it's like 36 million unblockable botch gem damage plus your other stuff. And if you have something like Hitman's Jacket, Rock's Finery that's just sitting around doing nothing. What do you mean, Chris? Then it's pretty cool. Because you'll drain their MP and then you'll get like super defense. And it's 35 million unblockable and recycles. So it's like actually kind of fun. The gem damage isn't horrible either. So it's kind of fun, and I don't like most armor builds. But that one's fun. Is there 2 different big boss man slams? Do the 2 moves have the same name? I didn't look, I just was using them. Big boss man slam and boss man slam. One has big, one doesn't. One has big and one doesn't. You can also run a gem damage, the same exact build set gem damage with the botch slap and any Royal Rumble, but preferably a red. Best, yeah, I would say Zandel probably. Yeah, it feels like the free and the A are both solid. They both have great reversals. Boss Man isn't going to lose against any multiply person. He can do some damage on his own. You wouldn't run this moveset without the Rumble Plate because you have no way of breaking the multiply gems. So we zeroed Sammy. You can only you have to run the botch slap with it. What do you mean, Clay? Do I prefer Ray or Kev? What are we talking about? I don't like Big Kev at all. If you're talking about Big Kev, I don't like him at all. Striker is loaded. He's just way too slow at Striker for me. Showboat Ray? Does Showboat Ray use a Yeet Drip? Do you mean Trickster Ray? Lyra. It's really good on Lyra Valkyria. Yeah. So, in your comparison, I try and look at... Yeah, I try and look at, strikers to strikers. I don't know, Zando. And tricksters to tricksters, right? So, will it elevate Nash without gears to being above your other ones? Your other strikers? I would say almost for sure no. Right? Trickster Ray, depending who your tricksters are, I mean, like, Macho is better with the Yeet Drip, for, I think. I think Ray can hit harder than Macho, potentially, actually, but it's slower. But it's really close. So, it's that one's kind of a wash. If you don't have Indy, yeah, that's not sad. Macho's one of the best tricksters in the game with a Yeet Drip thing. Everyone's weak at Trickster. So if you don't have Indy at Lady Acro, then it probably upgrades Lyra a bunch. The other big, huge upgrade, and they can share a strap, is Raquel and JD. Raquel can hit like 100 million with it if you do some matching and stuff at Lady Powerhouse, and most people struggle at Lady Powerhouse. Okay, yeah, then you might think about Raquel, because people struggle a lot at Lady Powerhouse. And then you can share it with JD McDonough, and he hits super hard with it too. I don't know who your powerhouses are, so... Nice, JD Silva. Brutus is really good. So, I like that moveset for Boss Man. He has other stuff, but that one's really, in my opinion, fun. If you want to set him up to kill Acros, he's got a stun lock recycle build that keeps people stun locked, and it does do good damage against acrobats. In particular, defensive acrobats. So, like, if you run into Jacob Fatu, he's got a multiply reversal for Jacob Fatu. I haven't put it on anyone yet, IK. Because I didn't need to. Stun lock and then big damage. So. No, Clay, I haven't. She can lazy three move with triple red. It doesn't hit as hard. But hits much better using the red shoes. It's pretty simple. It's Roxanne, and then your typical whatever buffs multiply gems you have. I can also run it on my stream tomorrow for you, bud. So you get the reversal with multiplies, and then you can stun lock, and if it's acro, you buff your move damage by 100%. Even extra on the finisher, it's a double finisher. Oh, you don't have... Yeah, without Roxanne, Raquel or JD are not as nearly as attractive for the Yeet drip. Yes, you do. So when it's an acro, move damage gets buffed. And this is with the armor, though I didn't switch to takedown. It's at 44 million with the stun lock. Takedown gets like to 62, but you're going to get nerfed a lot tier 3 versus tier 3. Roxanne. So, but it does stun lock, but let me put the takedown set on real quick because it's actually set up. It does do the stun lock. I have the Fury set on, not the armor. First, the move damage. I am blind. Indeed, by the police, yes. I knew exactly where you were going with that. Oh. Ba-da-ba-bum. So 5 million, then the boost, 9 million, and then 62 million on the finisher. With the reversal. So it's pretty good. With the stun lock and the reversal. Pretty good. I like the botch set a lot, though. You can go gem damage, you can go armor, you can go takedown. There's a lot of options with him. I think he's pretty strong. Like, I don't think he's going to be the best powerhouse in the game. I'm not even kind of saying that. I just think he's got a really cool kit that can do a lot of stuff and win a lot of different ways. So I find that useful. Also, do you see the way... That was the wrong button. What the heck did I hit? No. That was weird. All right. Nice restate. I just really like his kit. I think it's cool. It's different. It's another solid A tier that can be good on a lot of people's rosters and be pretty good with some rare stuff as well. And yeah, I kind of like him. Oh, did anyone check out, is the Stip Tour thing going on today? I need to make sure I do that on my account later if it is. Is that Stip Tour thing? I think there was like, did that start today? The weird Stip Tour thing? It is? What is today? Is that something we need to be caring about? I think it is, right? What's the rewards? Is Armory currency? And we've got to make sure and do that every day, if it is. Gem Mania. Make sure to have beefcake? Why do you need beefcake? Where's the Armory currency? Oh, who hits hardest? Coach for more points. Yeah, that's a leaderboard thing? Then I don't care. I don't think. I'm assuming I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Okay, one-time reward, unranked, rewards. Austin shards care a little bit more all of a sudden. Not that it's gonna matter, because, you know, top 500 just worrying. Which promoters does he use? Is it a one-turn thing? Do you need to recycle? Do you guys know? Is it just one turn? One turn? Okay. Cash refresh? So I'm not going to play because people get pissed. If I take a slot away from someone, I'm not going to play. Let's just look at it. Deal damage. Pin bar, no move is disabled in Stip 2 or Slim. I'm assuming Regal is who people would use. I don't, if they have him leveled, I don't. I'm trying to think who can hit hardest for me. Yeah, so no. Muda can hit pretty hard. Yeah. KO can hit hard. I don't have the promoters leveled, so I'm instantly not on the leaderboard. Didn't have beefcake. Yeah, I probably won't either, so. What happens if you use this one? Oh, wow. That's kind of douchey. Whatever. Gotta let the spenders have their leaderboard. It's fine. Is what it is. Godfather can hit hard. So, okay, 1,000 currency every day-ish. And the one enforcer and your promoter. And a bunch of marquee currency, actually. That's nice. Cool. Oh, I'll record it when I do it on my account and post it. Why not? Okay. Austin, I haven't even looked at, guys. Have not even looked at Austin. Still not sure, right? You were first for a second restate? Nice. I will probably use Muda myself as well. Because I just won't have to mess with it very much. Stone Cold, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, because I hate KO. And I'll find some way to miss. Hey, hope he has a bedpan move. Finisher, destroy trap gems, make 45 gems into black. All right. What's up, Jamie? How you doing? Choose red and increase your red move damage. I probably don't like that. Luthez Press, that seems good. I don't like breaking trap gems to get the gem damage. That means I have to choose gems, right? Uh-huh. Also choose gems? Why so choosy? What? What? Make 45 trap gems into black gems? 4 MP? Trap gems that deal 1 million damage? Oh. We're not choosing gems. Screw that. We're just gonna put the reversal in and not use it because we're not putting extra trap gems out. F that noise. Mm-hmm. That's unblockable too. So you know I'm gonna like that. So it's like 45 million unblockable. What do those two moves do? Is there anything else that can go with it? I don't want to choose and put more out. That just takes too long. Hmm. Nice, Jamie. Congrats. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So we're not going to get much gem damage out of this, though, are we? It's mostly just the unblockable. But it's super cheap at 4 MP. So you could use, this is an S tier, so mellow. And then generate traps. You can make a suggestion. Most things boil down to time for me, but you can absolutely make a suggestion. I'm always open to constructive criticism and improving. So, absolutely go ahead. Suppose black gem damage here. I wish we could increase the 1.15. What about, it's like the Brutus plate, right? The Brutus or the Aussie plate, doesn't one of those add some black gem damage, like 75%? He's S. Listed as S. That doesn't really mean anything, but he's listed as S. Let's go someone with a lot of health. Yeah, Brutus is like 75%. So that would be the plate. Modern era. Can't use that on tape. Okay. Well, Steiner it is. I do love me some unblockable, though. You know? Obviously, it's another one you can use. Yeah, I was just going to say. You could use It's a Trap but, or Brutus, one or the other. But you want to avoid a Royal Rumble plate. Well, I mean, I can tell you exactly how much unblockable it does. We have 41 gems. If we break them all, at 1.15 million. So it's 47.15 million before we break any gems. And then if we go against a technician, it's also 400k bonus damage for all 41 of those trap gems. Which is another 16 million, so you're up to like 57 million unblockable. against attack. Alright. It's not probably going to be as exciting as I thought at first, but that's okay. We'll do it without plates. The botch slap isn't doing anything. But 41 million unblockable. Here's multiple builds. I don't always use Leo. If I run Leo, I also run somebody that doesn't use Leo. So you can absolutely see that. Like, I assume people don't have Leo and that 90% of or more that'll be useless content. I always give an alternative, or just say don't run this build without Leo. So, already do that. But yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, 57 million. It's pretty good, like, dry, but I don't think it's going to grow a lot. You're not insulting because I don't do it that way. I never use Rocky 4. You're not disagreeing, I just don't do it that way. So, I go out of my way not to. I do use Leo, because I also show what you can hit with Leo, but I do a build without Leo as well. Yeah, I don't think I've ever used Rocky 4 in one of my videos, for example. Rarely use Howdy. If I do, then I show an alternative build to use if you don't have Howdy, or what it hits without him. Now, if you're talking about a My Superstar video, that's different. My Superstar video, I will definitely run the way I play them, and those are different. If you're talking about a preview. Because My Superstars, although generally now I give alternatives for those too most of the time, but the My Superstar is definitely different. Those are Whaley because it's what I'm running. That's the whole point of those, is to show you what I've decided to run with them. So, yep, that one would make sense. If you're talking about My Superstars, 100% would make sense. Yeah, I try so hard to do a wide variety, and even if if I don't run the moveset that you want to see with less rare trainers, it's probably because they're really not good, and you're better off running one of the other movesets, right? Because you don't switch to the higher stuff until you have the stuff a lot of times, if that makes sense. This isn't going to add a ton. I think he's going to need a Royal Rumble to be too clicky. No, I'm nowhere near Showboat Cena. You had to wail like a mofo or get lucky. No, I could always do better. For sure. And I try to be really aware of that situation because my roster is stupid and I don't have a realistic... I'm like 2,000 off. Oh, shut up, One True. You and your gosh dang feud. I'm like 2,000 off. He's the hardest... He was harder to get than Rhea, man. Not going to be getting him anytime soon. I still don't have Rhea either, but... Yeah. Also, I hate you. Yeah, you got him in feud and then pulled him on a 7 pull too. I'm not feeling this, actually. I'm not really feeling this. Yep. Anytime you don't have Leo, the substitution's always a zombie. Preferably with the color gem you're making. Every time. There's no other coach to use than a zombie if you don't have Leo. 100%. Oh, I'm nowhere near Hip Hop Cena, but he was a 0 shard release, basically. That's awesome, Koza. Yeah, no problem, Jamie. Zombies are insanely good. If the multiply gems are small, then they're not very good, right? But they're still the best option after Leo. I don't know. That was the first time I played him. This 2-click isn't going to get it done. Yeah, Ice Scene is a work in progress. Yeah. Yes, 99 MPs only 1 month, or in the case of Penta, 1 day. Or 4 days, whatever it was. Everything else is choose with him. I hate him, actually. He is listed as S+. What is S+ about this guy? What am I missing? Like, if you gotta choose to break gems? Nah, don't use rock. You gotta... There's gotta be something with this, right? Black? What is the... Why is there increased black MP by 5? Why? What the heck is this? What? Is it literally the only way to get to the finisher to choose? Or what? Whoa, hold on. We're gonna have to MP 2-click then, because we're not choosing gems. So, hold on. It's gotta be like this, right? With Mellow or something? Destroy 10 random trap gems. What? Oh, and then make 45 gems into black gems. Oh! Oh, I see it. It's because of how they work. This move. Triple purple. This move, because this move is going to buff the gems. I guarantee you this is going to buff the gems. We'll try it without it, and then with it. But combos have been working weird again now. Nothing, I don't know if they changed something or what. But now this stuff is working on combos that wasn't before sometimes. So I bet you these 3 traps are going to work on this combo. But let's find out. We'll just make traps, destroy 3, 45 random. This with, yeah, Mellow Woods. That's got to be it, because the rest of it is, you can hit hard, but you're going to have cascade risk, and that just, ugh. Well, I'll mess with the move damage because people will love it, but it's just, there. Why would you play that with all the other tricksters that you could potentially use without that? Oh, mess. I mean, I guess if you're a huge Austin mark, right? I guess that makes sense. This is weird. Does anyone else think this is weird? This has got to hit. Those other trap gems have to work. Example, what do you mean, Vern? Of other tricksters? Cena, Truth, JBL, Macho, NWO Macho. I'm forgetting somebody. That first one only hits for mid-50s. Oh, combos working differently? Why would I change the top move? Oh, yeah, not the trap move. Thank you. Thank you. I'm looking for trainers. What's up, Roman? Just trying to look for trainers on this. You know what? We don't need it. He's got 99 MP. Just know it would be Woods. And this would be Santa. No. This would be Santa. You're right. I'm trying to... We want this one here. We'll use next time, but not this time. Oh, and then this is this one. Yeah. So this is the one. Yes, I am enjoying the new account. That's one of those reasons I want, like, perspective, right? Like, because you get out of touch with reality. Why wouldn't Penta be in the club store? Yeah, he won't be this month. It's usually not the month after, it's the following month. But there's zero... Everyone goes to the club store unless they're zombies or we're one-time only things, or like crossovers like turtles. Otherwise, everything goes to the club store. Yeah, Asuka's a pain. Yes, everybody got 2 times affiliation. And no, it's not completely useless, but it could be better. Alright. So, 12 million gem and all the trap gem nonsense, okay, that's better. Yeah. The SEs should go. There's no reason they shouldn't go. It's a normal MLC, bud. But it won't be this month, it'll be the next month. So it's only 12 million gem. But let's see what happens if we put these traps out first. I bet you it goes up. Yeah, no problem. Yes, it works on IOWs. What? That's a sub animation? What? He puts him in the sharpshooter. It looks like a sub, but it's not a sub. I just noticed that. That's actually cool. I like that. Stupid. No, this won't work. Because there's no guarantee we're going to break those gems. We're only destroying 10 trap gems, so that won't work that way. So good thought, but no. We're going to go back and do it the other way. Give me 1 second. We might have hit one. We did, because we did 34 million. So we obviously got lucky and hit one of those trap gems. So they do work, but we're just going to throw those trap gems and then the black gems now. Yeah, just like Mixed Mandible Claw, yeah. Yeah. Alright. It's definitely... They're taking advantage of the mechanic, for sure. Okay. Hold on. Maybe he is going to feel S tier. No! No! Wrong! You're wrong! Why did I do that? I just wanted to hit the trap in the finisher. Gosh dang it, I suck at this game. One second. We obviously hit one again, 35 million. Alright, let's try doing this the right way now. Right, Chris? Not sure what you mean, Roman Empire. Did the rework on Big Kev 2 just like they did the Undertaker? What does that mean? Right? That's exactly why I set them up right. I just didn't change them. Alright, now we should get the gem buff off of the combo. Yep, we are. It's showing it right there. 5 times boost. And then how much gem do we hit? 38. I wonder if it targets those traps first. Because that won't work without a Royal Rumble. Big Kev was reworked like months ago? No? That was basically the same. So, here, let me slow the speed down when we break them. But it definitely shows the gem percentage going. Gosh, that sharpshooter's tripping me out. So I must target them first. Or it's counting after they blow up? Yep. No, it's not targeting them first. That's 2. So it counted 2. And then it added them there. So it is adding them right away. And then 46. So you do need to mellow to make this work. And you need to 3-click him. Okay. That's funky, man. There's no... Sometimes I feel like there's no rhyme or reason to how the mechanics work in this game. I know, Slim, you can back me up on this one. That's really weird. Yeah, it is like KO. Yes, KO does that, when you break them, it adds them ahead of time. You're right. KO does do that. Why? I don't know. It's bizarre. If some reason the trap stuff goes on the stack first, is the only way it makes sense in my mind. To use Magic the Gathering terms. Because there we didn't break any. And then here it's going to say the buff right there. And then we get the buff. Alright. I mean, that's fine. That's good. But you need the right stuff. Yep. Absolutely you can use the Tama plate on rework taker. 100%. Oh. That's interesting. Tama on taker? I mean, it depends if you're a taker mark or not. I think, I posted that video is around... It is how KO works. Yep. It is one true. It must be a trap thing, though. Like, specific to traps. That's the only thing. Traps and the gem percentage buff. So, you definitely need to generate the gems, so you can hit harder with a choose. For sure. But also, though, wouldn't that mean... Hold on. That would probably mean that this works, too. Right? That should mean this should work, too. Yeah, no problem, dude. Purple, red finisher for taker. That's the best set by far. Purple, red finisher. That destroys traps. We can play him after we get done with Austin 2 B10. So this should work then and hit for big damage this way. If it's breaking the traps, right? I'm not even going to change trainers. I'm just curious. If it worked on the finisher, why wouldn't it work, right? It did work. Heck yeah. Okay. And that's okay, yep. That doesn't need if you don't have mellow, you can just use dual MP trainer. So people can run that. People can definitely run that because it's no, you can't. Yes? Yes, you can. So mellow and is there 1 second? I like that way more than the finisher since you have to 3-click anyway, and that seems to resolve faster. Second. Is there a purple and trap gem generator? Search trap. Green. No. If he's black. Tech Live? I don't think Tech Live generates traps. But is she purple and black is what you're saying? Purple and blue. Purple. Purple Moon Black Gem. That works. I just have to find her now. She's got to be down here. Someone. She should be newer. There we go. That works. Yep. that, and then coach. Is there a so this would just be black gem damage. Like that. A lot of trap people lately, yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Niche until you need it. And then it's the best thing. So this has got the unblockable of like 45.1 million. And then a bunch of gem damage as well. So that's like, I don't know, what was that, like 70-ish? Something like that? Now, I don't think I would advise it, but you can then also do the Black Royal Rumble for a bunch of extra gem damage, but it takes longer. Also, he's got gear that adds a bunch of black gem damage. That's, I'm not gonna put it on because then it'll be on for my preview and that'll mess it all up. Because most people won't get the gear. But I will play him without it in the preview, then put the gear on and play him with it. But this seems to be the money set, right? You could also use the Brutus plate that chucks black gems if you don't have the, not the Brutus, the Aussie plate. Yeah, that's 77 million gem damage that way. So either works. 3-click either way. I mean, I think you see some of my worst today. I get distracted super easy. I have a hard time staying on task or focused when I'm trying to do stuff because I try to keep up with chat and then I screw up gameplay all the time and I probably get like agitated when I get sidetracked, and I'm usually agitated with myself. That's, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. And then I get very, I do things a specific way, and if that way changes, I struggle with it. That's normal for me, though. I think I'm pretty positive I'm mildly autistic, to be honest. But that's whatever. So I think a lot of those things are their strengths and weaknesses at the same time, though. Because I tend to focus really hard on what I'm doing. But if I get distracted, then I struggle. And if I get out of my normal playbook, then I struggle. So it's really difficult when I haven't played a character. To try and stream, figure out a character, and carry on a conversation with chat as well. Yeah, IK. When things don't go as planned, I struggle super hard. And if things are out of the norm, it's also really weird. Like phone keys, wallet, like beyond OCD, they're always in the same spot. I know where they are all the time. I have my, you know, that's just part. If something's sprung on me, it's always horrible, right? Like if I don't know something's gonna happen, it can be the littlest thing. But if it's sprung on me, I'm like, what the heck? What's going on? Like, it bothers me a lot. So these are me issues. And I think the same issues that I have as a person carry into content creation, to answer your question. Also, I should ignore more questions, to be honest, because they do get me sidetracked, but I try and answer questions. So that's part of it. Yeah, like I can't carry on a conversation with you while I'm trying to figure out a new character and then play the new character. It's really hard. I can't juggle all that stuff. Maybe some people can, but I can't. So I could probably do a lot better at picking my spots where I talk and then play and separate it, you know, like with chat. But I feel like ignoring chat is the worst thing you can do as a streamer. So sometimes, you know, I just do better when I I do better when I stream on my channel. I never have an agenda, almost ever. I just stream, and it's really smooth because I don't care what I do. I answer questions, I do that stuff. I have an agenda today, right? My agenda today is to play the new superstars. So I struggle when I don't play the new superstars because my mind says my agenda is play the new superstars. So it switches gears on me, and that's hard for me for whatever reason. It like is triggering, for lack of a better term, I suppose. Kind of like what it's not things not going as planned, right? And it's no big deal if there's a deviation. I don't need a but I feel like when there was an agenda and it deviates, that's really weird, like, or hard for me. So I guess I don't know if that answers your question, but that's why. Um, and I get irritated when I can't explain something well to people. I get irritated with myself. It might sound like I'm irritated with some of you guys sometimes, but I get frustrated that I don't use words the right way to explain it better so people can understand. So mostly my issues as a streamer are the same issues I have as a person, I would say. And then, of course, like, if I'm mad at the game, it's much harder to be a streamer for the game. Last month was good. It was pretty much positive across the board. A lot easier to be a content creator. This month starting out good. We'll see where it goes. When it's bad, it's much harder to be, right? So, also, I should ignore trolls when they're clearly trolling. Not fun trolling, like Gumsy usually does, but like bad trolling. How many Cenas did you get? All of them except the showboat. Yes, that too, one true. I don't think that hurts me as a content creator, though, because I guarantee you when you guys play, you're screwing up. You just don't see it. If I was watching you play, I guarantee I'd pick you apart if I wanted to. So anyway, that's pretty good. I don't know that he's better than Tech Cena. Well, maybe not you, since you're perfect, but, you know, other people. I don't know that he's better than Tech Cena, but he's really good. No, yeah, I mean, that's so it's fine if I'm not doing something specifically planned on this channel, that's fine. But usually, well, yeah, right, one true. But usually, and that's when I struggle on my stream too, is if I like, oh, I was gonna do this today on stream, and then it goes like not that way, and then I have a hard time getting ungeared or re-geared or refocused for whatever reason. So it's just better if I'm all loosey-goosey, like whatever happens, happens, and then just flow with it. Yeah, thanks, Sako. But it's fine if I'm not trying to get through all of these characters in a certain time frame, right? And the bad thing is I'm not playing any of these characters as well as I could. Oh yeah, there's absolutely stuff. It's just if you want to cascade or not, or potentially cascade, the red move damage is super high, right? With a buff. So the finisher is 4.25 million. And there's a red buff somewhere, I think I saw. Right? There's a move buff somewhere, right? You don't play them well. Yes, we can. I thought I saw... Yeah, here it is. Oh, I get mad sometimes, but I was definitely mad on that one, Jamie. There have been a few times, even including on the official channel, where I've blasted Scopely. I blast them when they deserve it, for sure. So right here, this you can hit the buff twice, but you have to choose, right? Yeah, no, yes, yes. You have to choose if you want to hit the buff twice. Otherwise, you could not choose. So let's try the not choose. And then we'll try the choose. Move damage is fun if you don't have to choose. No, Austin's not the freebie. However, good news is the freebie and the A tier are both really, really solid to very good. If you like power gems, the freebie is potentially one of the best power gem people in the game. Like, easily a top 3 power gem player in the game, I would say. Brutus is. Assuming you have power gem stuff, right? So... Big Boss Man is the A tier. The free one is, and the Power Gem one is the Disciple, Brutus Beefcake. So we played him a bit earlier. I will run the Power Gem again after we finish a little bit with Austin here. Absolutely. Oh, Brutus is way better than Jesse. It's not even close. Yeah, legitimately, he's one of the best Power Gem users in the game. So if you're a fan of that, you're good. You don't need plates for Beefcake. But Leo's Katana, because Power Gems. But that's the beauty. Power Gems typically don't need anything. You know what? Why am I doing this? We're gonna go dual Red MP Trainer and Santa. So why look for them? Well, you guys are sitting here waiting when I can just put the one move damage trainer on. Let's just do that. Let's see if he needs to choose. Oh man, Brother Ray, it's 100% yellow gem damage? Yeah, barring some catastrophe, yes. Yeah, Finisher has a red gem debuff too, Slim. I should probably mention that. Decreases the damage of all your opponent's gems by 50% as well. For 3 turns, so 2 turns, really. Take care, Jamie. I love Austin 316's new gear. I want that bad. Not sure where we get that. Did anyone see where you get the new Austin 316 gear? Have we seen yet? We're not going to choose. And the finisher is 57 without the choose. So, it's good. I thought that was for the big Cena. We'll have to look, One True. Did you see the straps? One True are generic for the era. I'm a big fan of those armory straps. We can look real quick. So you will have to choose with the move damage and hit it twice, but then you're probably over like 100 million. Said during first week on the blog. It might be in the loot then too. So this is the Alliance is the whatchamajabi. This is for the Austin we're playing now. Midweek contest. It's not in one of these, is it? No. It's not in the armory loot. I looked in there. Contest. It is Nurse Steve, yeah. There is one in here. No, this is the Alliance one is the not the 316 gear, so it must not be. It's awesome. I want it because mine already hits really hard. So I definitely want it for 316. In tomorrow's prize wall for midweek? Awesome, IK. Thank you. I don't read the blog. Thanks, Big Show. Like, legitimately, I don't read it. I wait for it to come in the game and then I'll look at the blog. It's inaccurate too often for me. I probably shouldn't say that on the official channel, but it's true. That's why I don't. Team no read. Too bad he doesn't have the bedpan. I mean, maybe when you put the gear on, you get the bedpan. We just don't know. Alright, so we do need to use the choose for the move damage for Austin, which is sad, but I think the charge is low enough that you could potentially get away with just... That's not the right Austin. Potentially get away with just a 3 match if we use X-Pac and... yeah. Uh-huh. So we hit this. We hit this. We choose 3 gems, and then we hit this and hit this again. So 3 choose is pretty safe. We lose Gooker. Oh, we're gonna hit harder too. No? Hold on. We need 6 red MP to start, so we can't do that. But at that point, yeah. Valor. Then we don't need Santa. And then we can use this and that. Red starts charged. Hit the black. Choose the 3 gems. Yeah, that works, right? Yeah. That should be a 3 for 6, right? So, red move is loaded. That fills the black. A 3 match fills the red again. That's pretty dang safe. It's a lot of moves, though. This is a lot of move animations. But, I mean, how much move damage do you want? Oh, it's only 5. So we would need a red to black skill plate as well, which exists. Because that only hits for 60. But with a red to black skill plate, then you could hit that, like, potentially 3 times. It's way too many clicks, but if you wanted to jack up your move damage to 5 bajillion, red to black skill plate needed for that. Otherwise, it's 2-3 matches, no NWO Hogan. Red to black. Red to black. Red to... I have the tiger. It's a lot of clicks, though. He needs grocery store gear? Yeah. Do you guys think the last one will be a Booker T since Booker T Technician is on the moment? Or you think the last one will be another Taker? I mean, I could see Taker, I could see Booker T, because grocery store Booker T. I mean, just saying. What do you guys think? Ooh, we tried to cascade. Yeah, that'll definitely work. We do need another Booker. And this should be, yeah, 95 million. So it's like, what is that? That's a lot of clicks, but that's 95 million with gem reduction. You could also, I don't trust gem reduction, but what's up, Ma? How are you? So you could, but you could stack that a bunch of times that way. I don't know. It's cool and all. I don't love it. It's, oh my gosh, Chris, this guy. I don't love it because it's not my style, but I do think people will definitely like this because, you know, big move damage is fun for people. So, yeah. Yeah, someone's lying. Not that I care. Anyone who wants Hall of Fame Booker can have them for free as far as I'm concerned. I hate it when they make stuff exclusive. But yeah. I couldn't care less if other people can get him or not. Kurt? It could be Kurt. Kurt's a good guess. I think RVD would be a good guess as well. Another RVD. I think would be a good guess. Booker, RVD, Kurt. Taker. The red move is also doing damage too. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. Just for tours, right? It's fun. But all right, so we've already done like 60 million damage, and then we're gonna get one more buff here. And so you can get him up to 160. Is that? I need to count. Is that 167 million finisher? So that's like 220 million move damage, but you gotta click a crap ton of times. I mean, if you like that. I think simplest way, though, if I'm being honest, is probably just to do this. I think this is just gonna be simpler, easier. If you want to have the cascade risk, less clicks, whatever you want to call it. 2-3 matches with this setup. Yeah, the traps. The trap set works, Chris. Yes, he does. The traps absolutely do. I don't like him as much as Cena personally, but I think yeah, he's really good. So we could just do that and hit for 80, right? What we just did, we could do and hit for 80, or you can hit 2 more moves, get another 14 million there, and then hit for 80. So that's over like 100 and some million with the gem debuff. And the NWO plate. Or you could just put the Eye of the Tiger on and run it the same way we just did, since we're choosing 6. That's probably the simpler way, and hit the buff twice. That's honestly probably the best bang for your buck. Time, max damage, and everything is Eye of the Tiger. I was curious what that would hit. Wow. That's the wrong plate. Why did it? Yeah, Blue. That's less moves to hit for that 110, so this is an extra move, but it's gonna hit harder. Right, Ivy Girl? I don't like accidentally doing stuff that's dumb. I don't like purposefully doing stuff that's dumb either, but you know what I mean. I just don't like choosing in general. So, at this point. But it is cool, because it's another set that absolutely can work. And yeah, we're going to hit for 116 million. So if we're choosing 6, the extra click, I think the 116 million is probably worth it. But maybe not needed. I'm not using NWO plates. I'm also not using Eye of the Tiger, but I'm also not going to use this moveset. Yeah, thanks, Ivy. I respect you guys' time. It's a very important commodity. So, I mean, yeah, I think he does feel S plus potentially because of the low charge moves, the trap stuff you can do, funky stuff. He's pretty fun. There's going to be the gear for him, so that's a like 150% black gem damage. So he's going to hit super hard with the black gems. I wish my problem is we just had trap Cena Trickster. Yeah, he should be if he's S plus Jabroni, I would think. But I don't know if that'll get changed and he's actually S plus in 3K. They didn't tell me that, right? And I can't see. What does he show in... Let me open up my account on my phone. I can tell you. He could just have him labeled wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. Cena just had traps, right? And was a trickster. And now we have another trickster with traps, like right after it. So I kind of don't like that, if that makes sense. I don't know. I find that just... I would like a little more variety than back-to-back trapping tricksters. So I guess that's a me thing. Plays very identical to Cena, where you put the traps out and he converts them over the top. So feels very similar, just different colors and slightly different numbers. It is 3,000 in game. So yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Penta was S, right? Right, Slim? Jimmy kick. But if you're in Austin, Mark, that's pretty great. Correct. We went blues, yeah. Other than Dom's big move set, Disciple is like a better power gem version of Dom, but a worse gem damage version, I feel like. And the bleed, I think Dom's bleed might be better as well. I don't know. So, Austin, I think that's here. Speaking of Disciple. Yeah, as long as they aren't spawn trap gem guys, yes. Oh. Multiply gem reversal. So if somebody uses multiplies, you're never going to lose. 2 purple MP, 75% power gem, Jabroni. So it lets him get, Brutus get loaded. So you can just do a 6 match and charge the goods up. Yeah, it is solid. I cascade every freaking time. Because it's me. But look how much just a swipe does. If you cascade, it's 48 million with this setup. If you don't cascade, it's that twice. So, yeah, that's really good. But you can also hit the finisher if you don't want to swipe. So, it's kind of crazy, honestly, for the freebie. And like I said, if you're a power gem player, you're probably going to like it a lot. If they ever do a power gem version like a Judgment Day plate, consider me loving this moveset. Potentially. I'd still cascade though, but you know, it's what it is. Where this is here. So you can see 45 million, and then we can just swipe again for the W. 90 million. 90 million on turn 1 with some cascade risk for the freebies, kind of crazy. Yeah, dual katanas if you have it, sure. I don't actively use mine anywhere. Big gem defense strap, if you want one, would be fitting for this kind of the character as well. If you want one. Come on, game. That is with Ray, but that's after 90... Oh. Okay. I guess we're going to that. That was bizarre. So, I mean... I think for the freebie to be able to do that without plates, You're talking 90 million on turn 1. Yes, there's cascade risk, but it's fast as well. With a multiply reverse, literally, if you take him against a multiply user, you'll never lose. And how many guys use multiply gems in feud? Holy crap, you know what I mean? So I feel like he's a really great freebie. Like, I'd say one of the better ones we've ever got, to be honest. Simply because you can just go against a multiply person and you'll never lose. And he's going to be like, he's like a faster Tiffany. So I think it helps a ton of rosters. Like, you're just going to win pretty quickly. Now, if you have a super roster, you know, maybe it's not such a big deal, right? But this is not bad by any sort or stretch of the imagination. This is pretty dang good. You're just like, boop. And then you're like, boop. And that was 90 million. Like, heck yeah. Also, think about that in boss. Right? Think about that in boss. You're just swiping for 45 million a swipe. How many times can you swipe? Let's just... Somebody got a timer? Like, maybe... No, I got a timer. I'll time it on my end. You won't be able to see it, but... I wonder how many times we can swipe that. I'm just curious. So, no boss buff whatsoever. Right? What would this do? Austin is S tier. Thanks, G. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much, G. All right. Let's start this. Oops. I'm going to cascade, but... Yeah. Okay, so we are at 25 seconds to get those out, right? How many swipes? Yeah, his shard recruit is 3k, Slim. I opened it up. It's already 3k on my game. Austin's shard recruit is 3k. How many swipes do you think in boss you can get in 35 seconds, guys? Like, I don't even know. But you have 35 seconds to swipe at like 45 million a swipe. Like, that can't take that long, right? To just swipe? He could probably do... What? If you figure... Even at 5 seconds a swipe, which seems generous, that's like 7 swipes. That's like 280 million without a buff, minimum probably, and I feel like I'm not being... I feel like we can swipe faster than that. Well, not me, but so I think that could work for a lot of people to do okay damage. I mean, you're not going to solo the boss or anything, but if you don't have anyone good in that slot, contributing like, you know, 300 million-ish seems like a good number to me. Very productive carries. That's what I'm... Yes, exactly, Jabroni. And for people, think about it this way. If you're in a faction and that can't clear higher level boss, 300 million in a turn is going to be pretty sexy, to be honest. He's also focused, so you can invest your boss breaker Hell Freezes over, which is arguably the most important one. And you have a decent carry with Hell Freezes over all the time, right? A productive carry with Hell Freezes over all the time. So I actually... Yeah, I actually really I think this is one of the better freebies we've had in a while. I really like and I usually hate power gem people, and I really like him. I usually hate botch people, and I really like Boss Man. And Austin is very good, no question. He's going to hit super hard, especially with his gear. He's strong. I just don't like him on the heels of Cena, and I love Cena. Cena's actually my favorite trickster, which is saying something. And the traps, I know it's a trickster thing, but it just feels kind of similar. So, but Austin's great. We're off to a super good start with those, and I love the armory prize wall. But you can't use Sid Face's plate and boss. You're right, Bill's Mafia. So that's cool. And then at the end, let's get another. Is this, how much is this Furpo? Gee, how much is this Furpo getting another Brutus in the game? It's hilarious. He is really good. Like really good. No complaints. I think he's great. Great A tier. So pretty excited about the characters this month, to be honest. And then Boss Man. I actually, like I said, I usually hate botch guys, and I like Boss Man. So he's got a stun lock that I'm not crazy about. Yeah, the characters? Yeah. Probably. I think I really liked Trixina last month and Alexa. Those two I liked a lot. But the free is Brutus is way better than the body for sure. And Bossman versus Alexa, Bossman you can run without nearly as rare stuff. So they're pretty, I think, probably comparable, but I would say I like Alexa more because she's my favorite lady trickster. So that one's probably comparable. But they don't have high entry points, which I do like for people to get use out of them. So I feel like it helps a lot of rosters. Oh, I'm the one guy that's excited? I mean, I'm sure there's other people. I'm pretty sure you're never excited about anything on here. I could probably read all of your comments and see that, but you know, if we're going to make negative comments, I can too. I crap all over characters I don't like, so no problem doing that. Just run him with a gem damage one for funsies. It depends what you like. It really depends what you like, what you want them for. It's apples to oranges, different classes, different styles. One is botch based, one's power gem based. I don't know. Like for me, I don't know which one I will use more. My strikers are ridiculously loaded. My powerhouses are ridiculously loaded. I just like that they're not worthless. They both have awesome reversals in the multiply. Who's hitting this the hardest for Stip is probably Regal and KO. I would say KO with props, though. It's always been KO. I can't imagine it's changed much. But probably KO with props. Lots of props. I mean, 40 mil, most of it's unblockable. I like it. Recycles. It's got the multiply counter. You can put a bunch of different plates on it. You can run it armor. You could run it takedown. You can run Hitman's Jacket botch plate, drain their MP armor out the wazoo. You can use botch slap with a Royal Rumble and hit really big gem damage with it. Like, yeah. But 40 million without accoutrements? Pretty not bad considering most of it's unblockable. And if we go this route, the damage barely goes down and the trainers are way more friendly. In fact, I would say all of them are free. Because I'm pretty sure Stacy's been given away, Hunter Hearst Hemley's been given away, Brutus is the free, and Woods is definitely free. So, like, I think it's pretty good when you hitting for, like, unblockable, close to 40 million damage. Like, that's going to be useful for people that get him. Yeah, I like it. I think he's good. He's got a stun lock if you like a stun lock. It's a much faster move damage set against acros with a stun lock. So, yeah, it's basically 3-click stun lock versus acro, and if it's not an acro, you got a stun lock too. What's not to like? A bunch of different stuff. Just if you were curious. Eh? Game? That is so weird. Everyone else's game that I've talked to is bugging out too. Anyone's game not been bugging out today? Yesterday? Over the weekend? I don't know what's going on, but it is funky. Your game as well? You looking into it, G? Grinding keys? I am so not started any of my crap. And I still have to record 2 previews. First week is rough for me. A few times after a match you have to restart. Yeah. Mine is horrible. Force closing every match. Okay, yeah. I'm not as bad as some of those, but replace the hamster. So this is the stun lock against a non-acro. It's a little bit slowish, but I mean, it's a stun lock. It should be. But that's 31 million. But keep in mind, when people have max medals, it won't do 31 million. But 31 million with a stun lock is nothing to sneeze at either. And that's not even on an acro, right? So, also, if the opponent is a defensive acro, you hit the finisher twice. So, let's say you go against someone with Jacob, who has multiplies, is an acro, and is defensive. You could reverse him if he ever gets a turn. You're going to buff your move damage by 100%, and then you're going to double finisher on Jacob, who's used all the time. So, he's kind of, Boss Man's kind of really good. Then double 62 million damage finishers on Jacob, for example, and just 62 million on D'Lo. So I have breaking news, guys. They are aware of the server stuff being looked into, and it should be fixed relatively quick, but I can't give an exact timeline. But it's not anticipated to, you know, drag on and on and on. So for like weeks kind of thing, you know. So yeah, I think Big Boss Man's awesome. I think Brutus is awesome. Austin is cool. The gears are sweet. I'm actually if you guys missed it earlier, save your armory currency. I'll probably do a video on this, actually, a PSA, because this to me is incredibly exciting. Like, I kind of went like stupid quality of life fanboy over this earlier. All of these straps here, every one of them is rainbow class, meaning this is a modern strap that works on any modern era. So you can, if you have multiple modern eras using a certain plate combo setup, male to lady. So let's say, for example, yeah, you can just switch your strap during flash feuds and stuff, between your male and your female, or between one male and another male. Like, there's an attitude, there's a modern era. Yes, it is absolutely intended. There's a new gen. This one isn't at the top. This is random. They say random when they're random. Absolutely intended. There's a reality era. I can finally get one for my Charlotte. Finally. I've been trying for, what, like a year? PG era for Punk, New Showboat, Cena, Acro Punk. Like... Sorry, somebody just sent me a really funny DM. No Hall of Fame, but Ruthless Aggression, PG, Reality, Legend, Attitude. Yeah. If you got a modern era Piper plate, for example, like these, save your currency. Some of these are going to be huge. In particular, I need the modern era, and I 100% need the reality and PG. So I'm like over the moon about those. Like, I'm not even going to try any of the loots until I have those 3 straps. That to me is my favorite thing this month, and I'm like ecstatic about it. So I think the Armory prize wall is fantastic this month for those straps alone, because you guys know I hate RNG. That takes the RNG out of it, other than, you know, it's somewhere between 100 and 150. So the 50% prize wall is month long now, and somebody was nice enough to send me screenshots. That's what the 50% off looks like. The weekly Evo pack is in there. So if you buy the Pro Starter, I think that usually means you can get it to 5-star first week, when that pack is there, which gives you access to the tokens to get. And this month it's the nearing end plate. So if you got Penta and you don't have a nearing end, you can snag that. If you, I think, is that, no, that's not that one. Which one is it? Where's the token one? No tokens this month? Oh, never mind. I guess that's not as big a deal. They said they were going to put them in the tours. The tour has a bag for 5-star. What's in the tour? Let me look. I forgot that we changed that. And by we, I mean them, because I don't work for them. Let's look at the bag in the tour. Not this one. This one? This one. Oh! So a guaranteed striker gem damage, and move damage, and a seal of the Acolyte. That's cool. So we're going to find out what's in each weekly tour? That's actually I kind of like that. That's cool. We'll have to see what it all ends up being all month, but that's not a terrible start. Not a terrible start. Ah, that makes sense, Jabroni. Possibly, yeah. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's kind of cool. That does make sense, Jabroni. Yeah, so I think we all were, like, super hyped about the prize wall for Mania. Like, it was hard to imagine they were going to do something as good as that. So it definitely feels less good comparatively, by far. I do think that this prize wall for somebody like my roster is not very exciting. But if you're kind of middle tier roster and you still don't have Brett, Bubba, Sammy, Razor, these shards are actually, you know, you're going to get those shards and recruit those people if you're that many away. So I think if that's the case, you're maybe like this prize wall a lot. But what I do like is, guess what? This attitude strap, is also rainbow. So it can go on any attitude person. So I am a big fan of this strap. That is my number one. I want to grab for sure that this month. So I do like that. And the move damage is also rainbow for attitude. How about for you? Well, you don't ever need shards. Torian Acro Punk is from the $100 one. So this prize wall isn't nearly as good. However, the armory one, in my opinion, is exponentially better. And it's also got the Austin gear, 500 Cena shards. Granted, those are expensive. Judgment Day plate. I feel like this armory prize wall, significantly better than the last one. Why Devon is so pricey? Probably because Devon is crazy good. Bill's Mafia, he was always rare from the start. They kept him rare. He was more expensive from the start. Him and Dusty. I think Devon was Showdown as well. They're like the two hardest Showdown characters ever to get. Like, legitimately. Devon, if he wasn't Showdown, I don't know. He's been super hard to get forever. Yes, Modern Rainbow Straps, absolutely the best. Oh, yeah, what's that? Yes, I love the Modern Rainbow. For sure. So many uses restate, like, they're just really good. Like, this armory wall is so good in my opinion. My first in order of operation is I'm going to get a modern one, because most useful. Then I'm going to get a reality one, so Showboat Charlotte finally has a good strap. And then I'm going to get a PG one. After that, I'll consider the other ones. Plus, Devon does get the tables. Yeah, if you guys didn't notice, Devon is in another moment. He's probably the hardest hitting acro in the game, for sure against Showboats. And with the right stuff, though, it gives him another 50% gem damage moment for Devon. He hits super hard. Then you're not playing Devon right, if you think he's weak. Because he could be. He took forever to recruit. Hard Times Dusty is rare. Because he could be. Yeah, Devon can do like 200 million plus on a Showboat. Like well over 200 million. And a non-Showboat. Yeah, or you don't have the stuff. Correct. Devon is not weak. Actually, why don't... Whatever, I'll show you. And this is without any moments in play. It won't take long. I've ran him a few times. Everything to make Devon strong. Unfortunately, the trainer setup is not friendly to get the most out of him. Typical Whaley multiply trainers to get the most out of him, to be honest. All of your multiplies pretty much hit harder with some version or close to that version. There's lesser. I can show you lesser as well. I'll just run him big boy first, and then we'll go down. Mostly you need tables, yes. The Punk's Gauntlet's huge for him. 500% more on those multiplies is huge. And then the glasses, not the Aussie ones. This one. Specs. He hits really freaking... And this is, like I said, this is without his feud moments. So he hits way harder in feud. But I will show you a Showboat first and then a non-Showboat. And this is 100% strap and Fury 2s. So not big ones at all. Yeah, feud moment is basically free howdy. Correct. So it makes him hit way harder. You can see with howdy, all of the color turns turn to multiplies. We missed a bunch, and it was 164 missing a bunch. That's super low. I'll run it again because we literally missed a crap ton. That's about as bad as that can do. But yeah. So if you have the feud moment instead of howdy, I would use Brett, zombie Brett probably. If you have howdy, right? I'd have to mess with it because I still don't have that moment. I didn't take it when I should have, and it's the prize wall that had it every month went away. On the month I was going to take it, it changed, so that bit me in the butt. And yeah, I've regretted it since. It's fine. We all make mistakes. What did this thing do? Just wait till I actually don't get a horrible hit, G-Todd. I hyped him, so of course it was a horrible hit. That's how that goes. Me complaining about 160 million is funny, though. $227 million. That's the $100 prize wall, the discount one, Steward. He's a solid one with a yellow Royal Rumble. Very solid with a yellow Royal Rumble. I'd say one of the better ones. He's one of the better ones. Maybe, probably right at the edge of top 5. Somewhere in there-ish, depending on what you like to do and what you have. So, against a non-showboat, it's still really good, and this is where the moment actually really helps against non-showboats. Because that and howdy gets you a lot more multiplies, right? So the moment is particularly good against non-showboats, because you're murdering showboats, right? That's not a question. But you're still over 100 million against non-showboats, so Devon is definitely not weak with the right stuff. No, Dusty's not good, he's just rare. Stone Cold. There's no reason to level Dusty over techs we have. He just is really rare, right? Just really rare. 2 straps in the plate, that's Brutus's tour if you have him 5-star Stone Cold. Not Stone Cold, sorry, Sako. So yeah, Devon is very, very good. Very relevant. And that's without the feud moment and this moment, but the trainer setup is not easy. Not easy at all. For sure. You can run it with lesser stuff, and basically it's just you sub zombie for this one, right? And then if you have to sub Leo, you're gonna probably sub another zombie, and then it just depends if you hit your multiply gems or not. So it's definitely goes down. It still will crush showboats, and if you have the moment, it massively helps in this scenario. But it does lose a lot without Howdy and Leo, no question. But it all comes down to how many multiplies you hit. This should be a solid one. So 67 million against a non-showboat is still really good. We're decent. And against the showboat, you're over well over 100, even with the lesser trainers. So, and that's without the moment. So, yeah. I can't answer that, Steward. That's going to be different for everyone. There's a lot of other stuff that goes into it. Um, Getting the superstar at the start, all the other stuff you're trying to do, that is completely up to you. $100 is a huge investment. I don't know your budget for the month, right? Like all of that stuff is stuff that I can't possibly. Then Bubba, are either of those an acro? In it, pretty sure there's not a truth that can hit for 220 million. What are we talking about? I'm confused. Devon's an acro. But I don't know why we're talking about. Definitely acro truth does not hit harder than Devon and Feud. No way. Maybe with tour perks on a tour, he can hit hard with the moment that's leveled for tours. Maybe that way. And props, yeah. But like not feud builds. So anyway, I am over my stream time by a little bit. I think that's a good place to call it. Appreciate you guys hanging out. You got Bubba. Also never used Bubba. I mean, Bubba's really good. Just depends what you want to do, what you got, like most things. My favorite trickster is probably Cena. JBL Hall of Fame is probably next. Swoggle's pretty good. You know, there's a lot of good tricksters. New Austin's going to be up there, I would say. R-Truth with everything. NWO Macho. Yeah, thank you, Len. Appreciate it. NXT, right? NXT's fire. If you guys don't watch NXT, highly recommend. Especially their ladies division. It's incredible. Incredible. You're starting to see some of them on the main roster, though. Roxanne, Julia, Stephanie Vicaire, you know. And then, yeah, New Austin. He's awesome. Soul Ruka, her Soul Snatcher, is like crazy. If you've never seen it, just look up. If you've never seen it, look up Soul Ruka Soul Snatcher. You'll see some insane highlights from her, right? And then Oba Femi's gonna be a huge star on the main roster. Dude's a monster and crazy athletic and huge. Oba Femi he's worth looking at too, 100%. Like he's gonna be on the. He's kind of like right. I don't know who I would compare Oba Femi to. He's like not as explosive as Braun Breaker, but he's way bigger than Braun Breaker. He's like 6'6", like and can move. Yeah, like a bigger Braun. That's like the closest comparison. He's not as quick as Braun, but imagine Braun a little bit. Now that's a good one, Zandel. A better Ahmed Johnson. He's like, yeah, he's crazy, absolutely crazy. So. Gerson. Yeah. Absolutely. It's gone. I love NXT has got some awesome stuff going, so can't wait to see some of them get on the main roster so we can get them in the game. But yeah. So anyway, appreciate it, guys. Really thank you for hanging out. I'll be on my channel tomorrow. I'm basically less stressed on my channel because I don't have an agenda. We can run anything, do anything, hang out, etc. Talk wrestling, whatever. Run setups that you guys want to see and that kind of stuff. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It's always a lot of fun, even if I sometimes struggle to handle everything all at once. So thank you guys. I appreciate you. Have a good night. Don't forget to do your Stip Tour. Absolute PSA. Stip Tour's got the very important armory coins for those straps. I need to do a PSA on the straps and the stip tour video. So go do those. Yeah, go watch NXT while you do your stip tour. It's a 1-turn one. Do a bunch of damage. So different kind of thing. Don't forget. Deuces. Yeah, they're daily. They're daily, Scon. So tomorrow before reset, look at it. It won't take long. It's one node, one turn. You just try and do as much damage in 1 turn as you can. 1 node, 1 turn.